All right, let's do this.
Nashville STUNS Miami. Second leg of the CCC. Advancing to the quarterfinals. We won. We tied the game 1-1. Val, so much to freaking unpack here, man.
Yeah, it was quite the game. The momentum or purpose, I guess, I don't know, switched multiple times throughout the game.
Oh my gosh, dude. It was a crazy game, guys. Let's see here. So it was a weird game. It was a very weird game, and we're gonna get into it. Hey,
You wanna
I guess
unpack it or you want
welcome
me
to.
to?
Well, let's. Man, I don't even know where to start.
Well, let me give just a brief overview. How about that?
Okay, do it.
Okay, so coming into the second leg, 0-0 on aggregate. Nashville just needs a tying score. So we had to score, but we didn't need to win. We just had to tie. Going into the game, Messi was on his 899th goal. He got his 900th goal in this game. They got it in the 7th minute. They played pretty much defensively from then on, just tried to hold on to the lead. And then nothing really happened. It was until Nashville scored.
Man.
But it was a switch. The momentum switched back and forth. You know, you had Miami time wasting, you know, trying to run out the clock, and then Nashville scores, and then all of a sudden Nashville's time wasting, trying to hold out the clock, and it was. And can I just bookmark here, little at the end? I don't think either team played well, and we can get into that.
It was a weird match. Yeah. So, man, again, I can't even give an overview without unpacking it. So, I'm just going to dive into the stats here, guys, but it was a nail biter. That's for sure. Lot at stake here, guys. This is a championship, CONCACAF Championship Cup. The best of the best teams in North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. We're playing champions here.
I should say real quick, just to butt in a little bit. Miami, they said this was their tournament. Like, they were putting all their eggs into this basket this year.
That's what they said, guys. And so, before we get into this, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose a couple more games in the MLS, Javier Mascherano, that guy's gone.
Yep,
for sure.
agree.
And that's not a thumbs up. That's a thumbs down for him. Okay, let's dive into it. We'll come back to the lineup, but a couple stats for you guys. So Miami dominated with the possession. They were playing keep away. They had 60% possession. We had 40%. They had 10 shots on goal. We didn't have any shots in the first half, I believe. Or maybe it was one.
We had
one.
Was
way off target.
It was Mukhtar's free kick attempt that was not good.
Oh gosh, and we'll get into it. So 5 shots for us. On goal, they had 6 shots. We had 2 shots on goal. The score was 1-1. Their expected goals turned out to be 0.8, and ours turned out to be 1.03. Now, the 0.03, that was our expected goals for the first half.
Yeah,
That's
it was bad.
Very bad. But I have a lot of reasons why I think the game turned out the way it did. They dominated on passing. We had more fouls. We've been showing up on the fouls, which is great. I mean, hey, we want to be a lead team. We want to play aggressively. The stats say the fouls. Okay. They had 1 yellow card. They are being very I've noticed with this competition, the refs are very sparing with the cards. Rightfully so, because I think there's it plays into some of the points later down in the tournament. So the more yellow cards, it could work against you. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I have to
another,
say, I don't even think that yellow card should have been a yellow card
I
in
know.
my opinion, but
Yeah,
carry on.
yeah. And I was gonna say there's some rules. I don't know if you guys notice. Again, guys, I know that it's very hard to watch these games. It was on FS2, I think, this time. Um, Luckily, the feed didn't cut out, so that was good. But with this particular competition, let me rewind. In the MLS, they've eliminated some of the game slowing down rules.
Time
And so,
wasting.
time wasting, yes, thank you. So, like in the MLS, I believe you have to run off the field when there's a sub. In the CONCACAF Champions Cup, they haven't changed these rules. So, like, we were both teams, and this is kind of bleeding into the game. We were buying time, both sides.
Mhm.
They were trying to drag out the game. Okay, let's focus on Schwaki for a second. He had 5 incredible saves that game. And honestly, the goal that Messi scored, I don't know if he could do much more. Like, he barely saw it. That was a zinger. It megged Palacios.
Palacios, yeah.
I mean, there wasn't anything we could do. If you're facing the GOAT,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, for sure.
is now 13 games unbeaten. His short pass accuracy was 100%. So we've known he's good with his feet, but in a high pressure game against Miami like this, he has proven that he's great with his feet. And then his shot stopping ability, Val, we've kind of been like, okay, let's see it. Let's see what you got. He's proven himself at this point, in my perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it helps again when they kick it right at you.
It does. It does.
But
But
that one, one-on-one stop that they tried to chip him, clutch. It was
yeah,
beautiful.
Tadeo Allende. But that also the first shot of the game, Bertarame, their striker, had a wide open net. It was just Bertarame and Schwaki, and Bertarame probably should have taken another
Oh,
touch,
yeah. Should have, for sure.
but he did nail it at Schwaki, and Schwaki handled it and
Yeah.
didn't spill it. So
Yeah. I
it was
mean,
very impressive.
if we take those 2 attempts, because in my opinion, the Berterame attempt and our Mukhtar attempt were the best attempts besides the goals,
Yeah.
and they got theirs on target, and Mukhtar kicked his over. I mean,
Let's dive into some performance efforts there. So talk about Mukhtar's opportunity there.
I mean, you gotta put that on target. I mean, it should have been a goal, but
Yeah, he knew it.
it's gotta be on target. And I hate this to say it, but I've got to. I don't think Mukhtar had a very good game. I don't think our whole top line had a very good game, and there's a few things that I noticed. It's one I will say, when you're watching on TV, you can't see the whole field, so I don't know all the things that I'm about to say. It's kind of some guessing and filling in the blanks, but there was a huge disconnect between our defense and our midfield and our forwards. There was really nothing happening between those 2 that I saw. There was quite a few long balls over the top that were ineffective. When we did get the ball in the back, we weren't working it forward like we've seen Nashville do in the past. Like, we weren't working together as a team, and that was kinda throughout the whole game. It was really hard to watch. Our defense did a really good job, like they always do, shutting down Miami and Messi in particular. Yes, he got his goal, but we had 3 guys there. Like, it wasn't a lack of effort. It was just Messi kicked it through Palacios' legs, and Swaki couldn't see it. Like you said, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. But all in all, like, I looked for it. I don't know if you have it here, like, the number of attempted passes that Nashville did. I felt like it was pretty bad. We would get the ball, and then what I think, again, I couldn't see the whole field, is our strikers were running away, expecting that long ball, which is probably part of the game plan. But then we had no build up play. We had no one to pass it to. So then we had to go backwards. So a lot of our passes were just us kicking around in the backfield. And there was no link up play to get forward. And it made it really difficult, especially when you think that we had to score. We had to score.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, I want to throw this out there because here's my perspective on the game. I thought so we came out pressing hard. First of all, it was raining heavily. It
Yep.
was raining so much that like you want the grass to be a little wet to zip the ball around. That's kind of why they put the sprinklers on before and at halftime and stuff. But this was like a full on downpour, I believe, and it was soggy. The ball was slow. It was very
Yeah.
slow. And so it looked like the pace of the game already had a slow pace from the very start because of the weather. With that said, the teams Miami kind of started with the possession, trying to get that goal because they got to score to win, and so did we. But they came out swinging, and Messi scored his 900th goal in the 7th minute, which I think it's so fitting that he scored it against
Yeah.
a no. We're again in history with with Messi in Miami. But after they got that goal in the 7th minute, they clearly were trying to play keep away. They weren't going for another goal. So they were playing keep away, sitting more in their back half. So it was really hard for us to get the ball. And when we did, we just couldn't hold on to it. We weren't getting enough numbers forward because I think it must have been a game plan of like we are not letting them get another goal kind of thing. Because like you mentioned, like there was a long ball, Honey got in through the back line. It was just him and St. Clair, and he skied it.
Mhm.
Honey had our best chance. But the team was getting frustrated because Miami was playing keep away from us. So you could tell our guys were getting frustrated. I saw Yazbek yelling at a couple of
Yeah.
our guys, like, talk to me. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I saw Surridge make a terrible, he crossed it. And I believe Michael or Lujan or someone, maybe it might have been Allen at this point, but Allen stopped Surge's cross, and Surge was so frustrated, the ball went right back to him. Instead of trying to work around, find another pass, he crossed it right again, straight into Allen. It looked like a frustration cross, like I'm just gonna kick it
Yeah.
at you. And it was like,
Yeah.
dude, we're in their final third.
Yeah.
Don't, buddy. Hold on, bud. Hold on. You got this. Okay. So I felt like they were playing keep away the whole time. And then when we would have the ball, we couldn't get it. We couldn't get enough numbers forward. Um, then I don't know if we want to jump here right away, but we subbed in Muil, we brought in Baker Whiting for
Mhm.
Lovitz and Madrigal, which was a brilliant sub on BJ's part, second half. So in the 56th minute, they made a huge impact because
Yeah.
Lovitz,
Did not play well.
he didn't play well. Mukhtar
I
didn't.
Yeah. I have to toot my own horn just a little bit.
Okay,
Just
do
a
it.
little bit. So, I was sitting there watching this game on TV by myself, but I made a comment to myself, and I was like, "Lovitz needs to come out."
Yeah,
And I actually thought they'd put in Bauer at that point, so I was a little bit off, but I was like, "Lovitz needs to come out." He's let 2 or 3 past him. He's honestly, I feel like Nashville never really had their head fully in this game, but Lovitz for sure didn't have it, and I love Lovitz. He's one of my favorites, but all that to say, like, I was like, "Man," and then I was like, "We also need to bring in Moyle because we need some energy." And, like, within 2 minutes, he subbed in Reed Baker Whiting Moyle, and I was like, "Yeah." I
wow,
kinda know what I'm talking about, just a little bit.
you're connected
Yeah.
telepathically. to BJ. I love that. Yeah, so they came in per Val's instruction to
Yep.
BJ.
I texted BJ, said, "Hey, you gotta sub in Moyle and Bauer," but it was
Yeah,
Reed.
and I want to say this too. Like I saw right away that Miami was playing keep away and they were going to make it really hard for us to get the ball. So like I understood exactly what I thought was going on. I will say though our team did play defensively well.
Mhm.
Yazbek did his thing, shutting down Messi. Waleji, Palacios shut down Messi. Schwaki, obviously, with his and also the press from Surge and Mukhtar and Espinoza and Madrigal. It wasn't fully clicking in the first half, but during the second half, the press was very strong. And so defensively, I thought we did really good. Also, Waleji, man, Waleji juked Messi twice in that game, and I felt like it was almost like, yeah, this wasn't a fluke, but I'm I'm really this good as a defender, and I'm gonna run it all the way up to the final third.
Well,
Did you
that
see
that
that?
was another thing though, like during that run, he looked up to pass that ball
He
to
did.
at least almost 3 times, and no one was showing up for him, and we were seeing
No
that all game
one was
where
up.
people were just running away from the guy with the ball instead of adding support to try and work together, and so he's like, "Okay, I'll just keep running," and he'd had a great run, but, like, soccer's a team sport, like and I felt like
Yeah,
we were
and
just
and
not
so
not connecting with our passes like we've seen. And I if we
right.
play like that against Club America, I don't see us winning.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. I mean, okay, so the game, it was a very interesting game. It looked like a game. I think this was our 21st or 23rd game we've played against Miami. There's a long history with Miami. And so this did look like a chess piece kind of game. It was like, okay, we know each other's tricks. We're not going to try to do anything crazy here. We are we are playing this very strategically. So the pace of the game was very slow for a Nashville Miami game.
Yeah.
Then we sub in Moyle, we sub in Baker Whiting, and immediately in the what was it, 73rd minute? So not
Yeah.
immediately. 20 minutes later. Moyle gets an amazing opportunity, takes a shot. I think, oh yeah, Espinoza crossed it to Moyle.
Mhm.
Moyle takes a shot. Surge does a beautiful job at pushing three defenders
3
and
defenders,
the
yeah.
goalie, St. Clair, into their goal. St. Clair barely gets a punch out of it, and the punch goes directly in front of Espinoza, where he does a beautiful volley into the left corner, and St. Clair's left standing pissed at his three defenders because they're blocking him from being able to stop the shot. And so it was amazing. Like I watched the replay, watching Surge. Like, was he extra aggressive? No, he wasn't.
No,
He was just
no.
pushing them
He
into
was
their
just
own goal.
trying to go for the ball. He was doing what a striker should do. You know, the ball's incredibly close to the goal, I'm gonna try and get in there.
Yeah. It
And I would
was
even I would even put even that 3rd defender that was kind of in front of Surge was doing a lot of the pushing as well. Like, I don't even think and they didn't
ex
even yeah, yeah.
well, and the defenders right after they tried to appeal for some kind of foul on Surge or something like that, and
No,
the ref's like, "I think you're mistaking Surge with your own guys."
your own guys, yeah, yeah. I mean, and
Um,
they they looked at, potential offsides with, Espinoza, but he was way onside. There's
way
no
onside.
no getting around that, and so I'm just glad he didn't kick it over. I mean, I'll be honest, the way that game was going, I was expecting him to just sky that thing.
But man, I'm loving Espinoza. His attitude, you can tell he's a humble guy. You could
Yeah,
tell he's a hard worker, and he's really living that NSC DNA.
yeah,
Team player. So the
team
fact
player.
that he took that one
Yeah.
was surprising and awesome.
Yeah, and I'm surprising that he took it the way that he took it too. Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of players would, "Hey, there's disorganization in the back. I'm just gonna, you know, placement
Settle
over
it.
power." But he was
Yeah.
like, "No,
Yeah.
I got this. I got this. Don't worry."
Incredible. So, yeah, so I
Might
guess,
have been
like,
that frustration you were talking about earlier coming out a little bit.
maybe it was, but out of everyone, I felt like Espinoza really kept us grounded in a lot of ways. His experience played out like, and Mukhtar, I mean, even though he had a poor game, sorry, but I felt like you were semi-grounded, but Espinoza really kept us grounded there, that for that game. And, I'll say this about Mukhtar because he's still getting a lot of, like, bad reviews from people and stuff. We know that Mukhtar is a late bloomer in the season. He knows that. So, give him some grace. He is still creating great chances for us. I think he's still doing an incredible job. Just throwing that out there. And because he missed that one uh, breakaway goal, he's not going to do that again. I don't think he'll do that again.
I mean, there's something to be said about we only created 4 chances. Like, really? Like, we as a team need to create more chances so that we can afford some of that, like, you know, it's not fair to just, "Oh, well, Mukhtar, you had 1 chance and you had to get it," like that. We
Yeah,
have to, as a team, be able to create more chances so that we have, you know, more opportunity to score. It just makes sense.
100%. 100%. So, sorry, I'm jumping to Club America, but before we get to them, guys, for the first time in Nashville SC history, we are going to the quarterfinals for CONCACAF Champions Cup. That's incredible. That's another first for Nashville SC and for BJ Callahan, something he could check off.
Yep.
Incredible. We haven't been unbeaten in the first what is this now? What is this? Eight starts?
Yeah.
Something like that in club history. So like we are still creating new wins for the club, which is so cool. And so the next match is against Club America. The last time we played them was in Leagues Cup in 2023, and we beat them in the penalty shootouts in the semifinals, I believe, which led us to the finals against Miami. But
That was the weird one where everyone, like, Club America thought they'd won and everyone, like, was, like, leaving the pitch, and then the ref was like, no, the goalie came off his line, let's do this again."
exactly right. So Jack Mayer was taking the shot. The goalie blocked the shot. The crowd started crowding the
Yeah.
field. And then the refs were like, no, 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 no. You got to retake it. The goalie jumped off. So then Jack Mayer retook the shot, scored, put us in the next round. So this team, Club America, I believe they've won the Champions Cup 6 or 7 times. And they are kind of like they're one of the strongest teams in this tournament. And they just defeated Philadelphia last night. So we will be playing them. I thought I had oh, maybe I don't. Well, we will be playing them. And it's going to be a tough one. Liga MX is known for more of their technical abilities on the ball. So they're really good at, I don't know, controlling the game, keeping the ball. Whereas I would see us being a little bit more physical, taking it to them a little. It's going to be a good game, but we will have the first game sometime between April 7th and 9th at Geodis, and the second game will be in Mexico City at their stadium between
Mhm.
April 14th and 16th. Any other notes about Club America? I don't know, like
Not really. I mean, I haven't really been following. I did watch a little bit of their game last night with Philadelphia. I mean, we saw kind of what you were talking about, very technical, you know. I think if Nashville plays the way that we know Nashville can play, I think we can handle and win against Club America. But like I said earlier, we can't play like we played last night.
No.
Like we need just better overall consistency with our offense for sure. Passing, everything, maintaining the ball, possession, playing our game, and moving the ball forward. Right now, Club America's in fourth in their league, and I have no idea. I think they're towards the end of their. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you know? I feel like they're kind of towards the end of their
I
league.
I think that I have no idea, honestly, but if they're
Okay,
following the rest of
I
the world,
I
then yes.
I think they do, but that's probably only like 40% right. Anyway, all that to say, we haven't really followed Club America much. We don't have much to go on.
No, but they are a very good team. They have,
Yeah,
I think, the best history in CONCACAF Champions
yeah.
Cup. So we play Club America. Seattle just took down Vancouver last night. So Seattle wins. I think they play tonight or tomorrow. Um, San Diego just got defeated by Toluca. They got slammed. Man, that first game, I don't know if you saw it. You guys need to watch the recap, but the
Wild.
San Diego first versus Toluca first leg, San Diego went down to 9 guys. They got 2 red cards and they
Yeah.
won
And the
3 to
first one
1.
was in like 10 minutes, maybe 15
Yeah.
minutes. Like, it was early. So they were playing a man down for a majority of that game. The
Y-
second one, I mean, yes, they were 2 men down, but the second one was like the 87th minute or something like that. So,
Yep. So Toluca goes then the second leg they destroyed San Diego. What was it, like 4 to 1 or something like that?
yeah, it was something like that.
So Toluca's going. LA Galaxy. We they play. Let's see. Oh, today against MTP. Sorry, guys, not sure who that is, but we will see if LA Galaxy gets to the quarterfinals. LAFC and Cruz Azul are playing in the quarterfinals. So just to recap, guys, we have 8 teams left. Okay, there's the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals. So
Mhm.
we're in the quarterfinals. We're playing Club America. Seattle might play Tigres or Cincinnati. Toluca might play LA Galaxy or this MTP. And LAFC plays Cruz Azul. That's who's left. Seattle's looking very good, by the way,
Yeah.
and LAFC. And um, I got to mention this again, man. Boyd, our former boy in gold, Tyler Boyd, is crushing it at LAFC. So you love to see that, but I do want to see them lose, but I love to see Tyler Boyd doing good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, that's the Nashville Soccer Dads coming to you live. Please hit that subscribe button. We're gonna get 100 followers. No, just kidding, but we will. Next match is against Orlando this weekend at Giotto, so be sure to come out, and we'll probably do a preview before then and a post game. So see you on the next one.